Schools remained shut and additional flights were scheduled to help people leave the Greek island of Santorini on Monday, as dozens of tremors shook the popular holiday destination for a fourth day. Aegean Airlines said it would operate 3 additional flights to and from Santorini on Monday and Tuesday to facilitate the travel of residents and visitors upon a request by Greece's Civil Protection Ministry. Hundreds of people were seen at the island's port boarding a ferry, while lines formed ticket agents. 35-year-old Sanzis Lignos said the quakes had traumatized the island, and he and his family were leaving. For 3 days now, there have been earthquakes the whole time. Every 5 minutes, it is continuous. They don't stop at all. The entire island is traumatized. We have been looking for tickets for 3 days now, but we could not find any for the ferries or the airplanes. They didn't exist. Last night, when we tried to book a ticket, the last one was gone. There was nothing. Planes were all booked. They put on some extra flights, but the tickets were really expensive. They have reached 300 to 350 euros per person. You can't find seats. Luckily, we found boat tickets for me, my wife and the children. Santorini resident Zoe Lignou said she was going to the nearby island of Naxos for a few days until things calmed down. There are constant earthquakes. It is intense. We feel it. We have been patient for 3 days, but today was the worst, so we said we will leave for as many days as it takes to calm down. So we're going to Naxos, where we have relatives. Tremors have been recorded between the volcanic islands of Santorini and Amorgos in the Aegean Sea since Friday, forcing authorities to close schools in Santorini and the nearby islands of Los, Amorgos and Anafi. Quakes, some of the magnitude above 4, rattled Santorini every few minutes on Monday, as people were advised to stay out of indoor spaces and small ports. Disaster response units were deployed on the ground as a precaution. Experts have said that the seismic activity on the island, some of whose most populated areas are perched on steep cliffs, will continue for weeks. Local officials said that permanent residents were not particularly worried, as they have been used to quake, but some who were on the island for work were moving out. Greece sits on multiple fault lines and is often rattled by earthquakes. One of the largest volcanic eruptions in history, around 1600 BC, formed Santorini in its current shape. The last eruption in the area occurred in 1950. Experts said a mild volcanic activity also recorded near Santorini in recent days was not linked to the quakes.